Caesar de Bello Gallico, Book 5, Chapter 30. With this disputation, which is argument between having been held in either part, so either side were arguing a long time. When it was being opposed sharply by Kata and the rest of the first rank soldiers, Sabinus says, "Oh, screw you guys, I'm going home." Sort of. He says, "Conquer if you want to, thusly, win if you will." And he said it, ablative means phrase, with a very clear, quite clear voice, or quite louder voice, so that, purpose clause, that the great part of the soldiers would hear it. Now, this is indirect discourse, but it's actually indirect discourse oratio rector, straight out. I am not that guy, he says, out of you. I'm not that guy who would fear, result clause, relative clause result, who would fear most severely, who would be put to fear by the danger of death. That's not why I'm worried about. I'm not chicken. These guys, soldier boys, will know. And if quid instead of aliquid, because it's after C or nay, and if something more serious would happen, they're going to, they would demand of you, reposco, this is imperfect subjunctive, they would demand of you, so this is a future with a subjunctive, imperfect subjunctive. They would demand of you an account. They would demand from you an account. These guys if it's acceptable through you, this is what you want, if you allow it, having been joined with the nearby winter quarters in just the day after tomorrow, in 2 days, these guys would support, complement clause of result, would support a common cause with the rest. They'd be able to have strength. Nor not would they be thrown back and banished far from the others, that they would perish with your plan, O Kata, either by fire, by iron, or by famine, which is nice. You have an alliteration here, aut fero, aut fame. So you have a little repetitio, a little. Also, you have the nice part of metonymy, by fire, by iron or the sword. So an interesting story. Basically, Sabinus couldn't make any headway in the council with Kata and the rest of the guys. So he goes on the offensive, says it so that all the soldiers' boy could say and tell Kata and the rest of them they're wussies, because I'm not the one who's going to be afraid of death. I'm not going to be putting in danger. These guys, these brave soldier boys who know if something happens to them, they're going to demand an account from you. So he's demagoguing, which is a very anti-Roman thing to do, which is to stir up the crowd. He's not doing it because the soldiers know better, because they're Caesar's boys. But what he's doing is he's putting fear into them, because they can hear this argument going on. And he's saying, hey, we follow Kata, and we're all going to die. We're all going to die. So an interesting close to that argument, and we'll see what happens. Will Kata prevail? Will Titurius prevail? Where's Ambiorix right now? These and all other questions will be answered next time we tune in on the Adventures of Caesar in Gaul. And until that time, true believers, Excelsior.